Hello, this is Mahfouz Aziz. I'm an associate professor at the School of Electrical and Information Engineering.
I'm Sue Gilbert-Hunt. I'm the Occupational Therapy Program Director in the School of Health Sciences.
I intentionally encourage students to really talk about the learning activities, the resources, the feedback, the assessment tasks. I can identify areas that needs to be addressed, that needs improvement immediately.
He'd quite often drop into tutorials and practicals to see how we were going.
Sue's had a lot to do with us and takes a genuine interest in all of the students within OT. And she just does her best to make sure that we're all on track, and if anyone needs extra support, she's there.
I arranged to meet with Sue halfway through because I was sort of tearing my hair out wondering if this was the right course for me, and she was attuned to, I guess, my interests and where I wanted to go, and she was able to provide advice and remind me that there are courses that are coming up in the next 2 years that are more along my stream of interest, and yeah, it was very encouraging to keep going.
Sometimes we're tempted to those students that are struggling to perceive them as being the problem, but I actually see that as a really good opportunity for me to say, well, clearly what I'm doing isn't meeting their needs. If I can change what I do in my teaching and learning to allow that student or that group of students to really flourish, then it's only going to be of benefit for the rest of the group who seems to be managing it okay.
I think all our students brings in some experience from their previous educational experience and life in general.
They all have different learning styles, so I need to adapt what I'm doing to try and provide different learning opportunities within the learning environment, but also to acknowledge that they all have very different experiences, some of which they can contribute to the learning of others.
I had a nasty accident in first year, and Sue did a lot for me. She kept in contact with me to make sure that everything was working for me, and if there was anything that she could do, she was more than willing to help, which I found really helpful, particularly as a rural student who was here on my own and didn't really know anyone.
Rather than just being there to teach, they have a personal interest in the students doing well in the subject and passing the subject in the end.
And I think just doing those extra things makes students believe that you're actually interested in them and willing to go a little bit extra.
In terms of approaches to teaching that motivates the students, I think the most important thing is for the learning activities and assessment tasks to be stimulating and engaging so that students feel motivated.
If you want people to be motivated and you want them to be influenced to do their best, you actually have to set them a challenge which is just above where they're actually at the moment, so that they're actually reaching to do something more than they think they can do.
So assessment should be for learning. Assessment itself can engage students in a way that further motivates and stimulates the students' interest and engages them in a way that actually enhances their learning.
He links everything that he teaches back to industry, so it gives a real focus as to why I'm studying here at uni and where my degree is going to lead me.
I know Sue's had a lot of experience overseas, and she's very good at conveying her experiences and relating it to the teaching that she's giving us, so it has that concrete effect in our studies.
Their door's always open, and when their door is shut, they're always happy to make a time to see you later. They go out of their way to help you and make sure that you're getting the support that you need. Yeah, she's been fantastic, and just like to thank her a lot for her work.